Yes, my Lord. This is the black part, aka where we speak truth to power. Now here we don't criticize, but if we must criticize, we would only criticize on one condition: to build and not to destroy. That is what we say is in the service of God and country. My brother, my sister, this is the voice of the people, and the voice of the people is the voice of God. Now the very first story I want to take today is taken from 3news.com. And it says, Bawumia's plan to remove e-levy. How do you all feel after fighting NDC MPs in Parliament to get it passed? And this is Sam George talking. My brother, my sister, I read, Ningo Pram lawmaker Samuel Nate George has asked the New Patriotic Party a big question. How do you feel after fighting NDC MPs in Parliament over e-levy? Today, Bawumia plans to scrape it. Now, my brother, my sister, we're going to be very swift with this. Now, before they passed the E-level, we all remember that they flew people who were even on the surgeon's table with their brains split open and being read like a newspaper by the surgeons in America. Kennedy Ejapong on my mind. He risked his life because he was told that it was in the service of God and country, and that if he did not come, it meant that the party would have been betrayed. My brother, they hurriedly closed his brains and shipped him on a chartered flight, which he said he refused. He had to come by a normal flight. My brother, my sister, to Ghana. Ajua Safu was out there minding a business, having abandoned the Ministry of Women, Gender, Children and Social Welfare. She was also shipped and chauffeured in a chartered flight. My brother, my sister, as to who bore the cost, your guess is as good as mine. And when she was brought here, they still had to bribe her by inundating a Fidelity Bank account with cash, pure cash, as told to us by her baby father, Kennedy Ejapong. My brother, my sister, that did not end it. They went all the way to Canada and shipped in another MP, all because of the demonic e-levy. Remember when I first nicknamed it a demonic e-levy? My brother, my sister, today has it come to pass or not? And that is not even the end. There was another MP, in fact, a minister, who was so ill and wanted to resign, but he was being cajoled to hang on to life and at least vote for the e-levy before dying. Do we all remember the Minister of Chieftaincy? They shipped him all the way in an ambulance, brought him all the way to the Parliament House, hanging on a thin thread of life, breathing palpably. My brother, my sister, he was looking at all these people in Parliament, at the disregard for life. But he didn't want to disappoint his party. In the ambulance, he waited and waited for several hours for the voting to begin because he was on life support. Can you believe this? On life support. They brought him in an ambulance, and the ambulance was a waiting ambulance, whilst tens of thousands of other people around Ghana, my brother, my sister, were looking for a service from the ambulance for even 5 minutes to hang on to life. Somebody chartered the ambulance, parked it in front of the Parliament House, hanging on the thin thread of life, waiting to vote for the demonic e-levy. All these jingoisms and gymnastics they did in order to pass the E-levy. My brother, my sister, today Bawumia has poo-pooed on all the efforts. He has poo-pooed on all the nonsense and the jingoisms that went on. How do you feel? Sam George is asking. And I asked this question earlier. Bawumia has made a fool out of all these people. Bawumia has made them come to see that it was an exercise in sheer futility. My brother, my sister, Kennedy, Japan, in fact, if he goes to throw anti-ballistic missiles at the missiles that these people are throwing at him, in the so-called showdown, I understand him. If today Kennedy, Japan becomes a suicide bomber against his party and goes to throw vitriolic bombs at his party in a showdown, I will understand him. His life was risked for a certain E-levy. As he told us, he was told by the economics people, the finance people, Bawumia and Kennedy, Kenoforiata, that if the E-levy was not passed, we would go a-begging at the doors of the World Bank and the IMF. Kennedy didn't like it. He came out and told the whole Ghana that we will never go to the IMF. Why did he say that? Whilst on the surgeon's table, with his brains opened and longitudinally and horizontally being checked, left, right, and center, to make sure all the wires were reconnected, he had to abandon his surgeon because he was told, Ken, if you do not come to vote for the E-levy, we are going to the IMF and the World Bank to beg. He said, are you sure? They said, yes, please come. He asked the surgeon to close his head quickly, and hurriedly, he rushed into the country. We all saw Kennedy enter here after we heard rumors that he was dead and that he was not going to return. My brother, my sister, he was here, all hale and hearty. He voted for the E-levy amidst all the jingoisms and gymnastics. Today, Bawumia says it was an exercise in futility, pure political jingoisms. He has poo-pooed on this. It's a disgrace to Nana Akufo-Addo. It's a disgrace to Ken Ofori-Atta. It's a disgrace to Gabi Asare-Okyere-Darko and all those people who were pushing for this demonic E-levy. Having fought the NDC in Parliament, we all remember how these people came together to chew ballot boxes and ballot papers like goats on heat and punch each other's pot bellies, all because of the vote to see who became the next Speaker of Parliament. We all remember how army people came into the Parliament House with guns and bombs and missiles of destruction to stop MPs from a kindergarten, childish, infantile behavior in Parliament, the so-called honorables. Today, my brother, my sister, Sam George is asking a very harmless question. Bawumia says he would take out the E-levy. Please, what would you now say? Having risked your lives to come and run a party agenda instead of running a national agenda. I leave it here. Next thing I want to look at is coming from Peace FM Online, and it says, Bawumia is bringing more ideas than outmoded Mahama. And this is Akomea talking, Nana Akomea. Now, the Chief Executive Officer of the State Transport Corporation, STC, Nana Akomea, says Ghanaians will never regret retaining the New Patriotic Party in power with Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia as president. He is very optimistic about his party's flag-bearer ideologies in the Bold Solution address to reshape Ghana. Nana Akomea, who was speaking on Nita FM's morning show, Ghana Muntie, said it will be inappropriate to compare Dr. Bawumia to Mahama, who has no concrete policy in his attempt to be president again. Bawumia is new and brings new ideas. Mahama is a former president and has nothing to offer. Sometimes when my good friend Nana Akomea speaks, I get so embarrassed. And if it was somebody else, honestly, I'll go full length. But I'm not going to go full mast. My brother, my sister, this is what Nana Akomea is saying. This is pure politicking. In fact, this is malice for the Ghanaian people. People who truly love Ghana will not speak the way Nana Akomea is speaking. My brother, Bawumia is new. It's new. What is the meaning of that? Bawumia, who was shipped in from nowhere and forced onto the NPP. And a Dumbo brand forced upon him like a tattoo. Temporarily though, Bawumia is new and he has what ideas? It was the same malicious lie they told us and brought in Bawumia. Oh, he's a man of ideas. He's fresh on the political landscape. My brother, my sister, the same old malicious lie. No sensible Ghanaian should buy this. All those who are saying, oh, Bawumia has the ideas. We are tired and fed up of this old liar. We are fed up and tired of this old malicious joke. It's a joke only from cokeheads. My brother, my sister, Bawumia, he has what ideas? The man who helped to draft the paper for e-levy, today, after just a few months, wants to scrape it. Bawumia, my brother, my sister, please excuse me. He has what ideas? My brother, Bawumia is Satan's grandson who he has unleashed on us to come and destroy us. The man who wants to bring Lotto to Ghana and help Lotto and betting grow in Ghana. Is this the new idea? The man who wants to scrape national service. Is that the new idea? All as Mahama would be. In fact, they say all friends are the best. But the angel you don't know is a malicious joke. It's like a computer virus ready to eat you up. Bawumia. Anytime I hear that name Bawumia, I feel like I have cancer of the stomach. Please, do not continue tormenting us with the devil's name. Do not keep tormenting us with this same old malicious joke. Bawumia, what are the new ideas? National service is going to be cancelled. Oh, e-levy will be cancelled. Oh, emissions and effusions tax will be cancelled. He has told you that Nana Akufo-Addo is a joker. He has told you that Nana Akufo-Addo is a villain. In the days of Rawlings, they would have shot him at the firing squad. Straight, old or young, he will take a bullet in his head. And if he refuses to die after one bullet, they will shoot him again like they did to Afrifa until his old soul goes down. These are demons who have come to destroy our country. And if you can't feel it, please don't make it worse. Bawumia, that he has new ideas. When Nana Akufo-Addo was coming, that was the same thing you guys said. Oh, fresh. Give him the chance to be able to make it happen. Blah, 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 boom, boom. My brother, my sister, please take off the pictures there, please. It's terrible. What is happening to us? What are the new ideas of Bawumia? And somebody says it's new. Some other person is outmoded. New as Bawumia is, what is his track record? A track record of lies. Track record of malice. track record of jokes. I leave it here. Now the final thing I would like to look at, and I'm going to spend just 2 minutes on this and I'll be done. It's from Graphic Online, and it says, making national service optional will not help achieve purpose. And this is from the former NSS boss, that's the National Service Scheme boss. His name is Vincent S. Kugblenu. Yes, Kugblenu. A former director of the National Service Scheme, Vincent S. Kugblenu, is of the view that making national service optional rather than mandatory will not help to achieve the purpose for which it was instituted. For him, the proposal by Vice President Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia, who is also the flag bearer of the governing New Patriotic Party, to make national service optional for graduates when voted as president in 2025 will affect many communities that are currently enjoying the services of the National Service Scheme personnel. I think this is common sense, isn't it? My brother, people are posted all the way from Accra. They go to Durigaga. They go to Salaga. They go to Dolin Bison. They go to areas, my brother, where there's no electricity. Areas where they can't even find proper drinking water until they walk several miles. These are the same graduates, my brother, my sister, who will return and get into politics. When they get into that, at least they have seen firsthand what suffering other communities are going through. Again, it's a way of giving back to the nation. And if a man who is hungry for power, desperate for power, oh, national service scheme, you're going to scrape it and it's going to be optional. If you want, you do it. If you, these are not patriots. These are malicious comedians. They are ready to destroy this nation, the very fiber of the heritage of this nation. They are ready to bring it down. How can you say this? May I ask, can we find out if Bawumia himself did national service or not? In my days, if you didn't do national service, there was no way you enter the university. And after the university, without the national service certificate, you will not get employment. Go to Israel. I was in Israel. Young girls and young boys do national service in the army. They come out to protect their nation. National service is important. Don't politic with the lives of the people. It's the Black Pot, aka Kuku Show them where we speak truth to power, and the modeling